Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Scorpio reading. The new moon's on November the 13th. Welcome to all of you, new and familiar to me. I have laid out the African Tarot. I'll clarify with the Crow Tarot, and I'll finish off with a couple of Oracle cards. I certainly appreciate all the support that I receive from you. If you find as you're watching this video that you're enjoying it, please like this video. If you know someone who might enjoy this video or find it useful, please share and please comment. I enjoy reading your thoughts and your comments. Finally, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me to continue to do something I love doing. So let's get started with the overall energy, Gemini, for this new moon in Scorpio, the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about you making a decision, being firmly stable and secure in your expertise, your know-how, your skill, what it is you're familiar and skilled in. You are solid in that awareness, that understanding, that knowledge, and you are turning your attention to the world in order to think about your future, ways that you can apply what you know, share what you know in an unfamiliar setting, territory, or community. So this may be you considering an offer, certainly making a decision to move in a new direction, move in a fresh direction. You're solid, you're bold here, you're feeling assertive, and you're feeling excited and inspired about something that is potentially a little scary, but you are up to this challenge. In the 10th house, this is where you are seen by others and where your social identity is in your career, in your community, the work that you do. The Tower card indicates that things have not gone as you have expected or are not going in a way that you once planned, but you are seeing new opportunities in the changes that are occurring. This may be really the undermining of a structure or an organization or institution that you have customarily relied on. Perhaps this is a business or an institution where you have always worked in a certain way. And perhaps as a result of a layoff, a major restructuring, you are looking to using talents that you've gained in a new way, in a new direction, perhaps leaving this organization all completely, or taking something that you've learned and developing it as a side hustle or as a new direction for some part of this business that you have become skilled in. So this is an opportunity, one you weren't expecting, but one that you are actually energized by and excited by. You're aware that this is a blessing in disguise for you. In your first house, this is the house of your perception, what's on your mind, your perspective. The Three of Wands, interesting, has you waiting in some respect. Perhaps you're waiting on the information that you are gaining as the result of this change, this sudden change, this unexpected change that is actually providing you with some new direction. Some of this direction is your own initiative, and some of this may be the result of information, skills, or alliances you've gained, networking you've created as the result of this shift. So that you maybe have been putting things together. And this is the push you've needed to actually organize your contacts, your information, your ideas, and your resources so that you have already been putting your feelers out there. You're already surveying the landscape in a much broader way than previously. You're looking beyond what is familiar, comfortable, or what you're used to, your normal routine, in order to explore things that you're waiting for that information about. You're excited because you're not entirely sure what is going to be the result of your efforts. You're also incredibly inspired and energized that this has pushed you into an area of your deepest desire, your interest, your skills, and your inspiration. In the fourth house, this is the house of your soul, your family, your roots, your history. And it's interesting that this major energy that's occurring is actually helping you to balance out your path forward. It looks as though you have been patiently applying yourself in exploring new directions, new opportunities in a way that understands realistically the experiences you've had, what you've gained from them, and is looking around at the resources that are available to you now by way of better balancing out your efforts, what you receive for your efforts, and the kind of work that you do that doesn't diminish or take away from you. There's a sense here that you may have needed this respite that has occurred suddenly and dramatically, and in many ways been prepared for it, been asking for this change, recognizing that what you've been doing for a while has not been contributing to your best growth. And so now you're recognizing that the healing you're seeking, and that healing has everything to do with focusing your attention on the area of your greatest service, how you can work better with others to provide a better quality product or service to others in a way that doesn't deplete you, that doesn't diminish you, and that has provided you with the patience perhaps to ride out this change that you have in some way intuitively foreseen, intuitively guessed at because of the state of the world, because so many things are happening in our external experience. You've been anticipating that some aspect of your job, your community, your profession was changing and was going to impact you in a way that allowed you to prepare for the change and to be patient with the changes that are occurring, patient with yourself in finding your way through into a new area of growth. In the seventh house, this is your significant relationships, and among those important relationships in your lives are not only people or groups of people, but your goals. This is a beautiful indication of your patience with the changes that have been a part of your environment. It appears as though it's been for a while. And this new moon as Scorpio is really allowing you to pull out the deepest changes that you've made within, the harshest realities that you've allowed yourself to face and take responsibility for in order to recraft them. This is you stepping away from trying to be like everyone else, no longer masking that your goals, your interests, your skills are different. You're a unique package, and you're deserving of being afforded the work that allows you to grow and to expand and to be rewarded appropriately. This card is a kind of liberation that's indicating that you've abandoned trying to fix the environment you're in. Instead, you've been working at balancing or fixing yourself, taking responsibility for what you want, what you can do, what you have done, and really moving on into an area that affords you clear boundaries with those you work with, and that affords you more liberation in the area in which you are skilled and inspired. I'm going to clarify the first house with the Three of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Cups in the second and the third house. You have been working on yourself. You have been working on your goals, on those aspects of your personality and your skills that you can improve. You've been diligently dedicating yourself to this, And this has in turn really opened up your heart to those things that you wish to pour your energy into and receive the joy, the pleasure, and the reward that you're deserving of. This is a big shift away from looking at the authorities in your life, the expectations in your life, to making sure that any opportunity for success that you receive, you are prepared for, and maximizing your efforts, your ability to know what to do with the opportunity in a way that will ensure your success. The Temperance card in the 4th house is clarified by the 4 of Pentacles in the 5th house and the Magician in the 6th house. Indeed, you're right on celestial target here. You're creating in that area of your deepest desire to provide a better service, to provide more excellent products in whichever way you work with others. So you are in many ways creating this opportunity for not just yourself, but for your collaborators, your peers, those you've worked for, those you are networking with, perhaps that you've known over time, and you're putting together something that is founded on the work you've been doing in a way that provides you the opportunity to lead. You're really realizing that you've been able to amass this foundation, this resource foundation, this material basis from which you can actually grow prosperity, grow wealth and abundance. But more than that, this is opening up your ability to create on your own terms, to put something together that reflects your interest and desires. And this is the opportunity that is coming to you in the middle of November specifically. The 7 of Chariot card in the 7th house is clarified by the 5 of Wands in the 8th house and the High Priestess in the 9th house. You're really working in an area, you're growing into an area of skill, you're renewing your beliefs more in alignment with who you are, but you're never doing it in a vacuum. My sense here is that you are really working on how you work as part of a team. No matter what leadership or ownership you have for a new idea or a new effort or enterprise, you see yourself as part of a body of collaborators. You are dispensing, I'm sensing, with this hierarchy. You're really looking at ways that you work with others in a way that not only maximizes your skills and abilities, but allows others the same opportunity, so that you're really working on the way that you set conscious and explicit agreements about the goals that you're attempting to achieve, the problems you're looking to solve. You're joining with others with a like interest in growth, in stability, and a commitment to sharing resources, so that you are really drawing from a greater heritage or greater skill set that allows you to recognize that you're basing this new effort on a stronger and more powerful sense of beliefs that really reflect your understanding of the reality you want to create. The Tower in the 10th house is clarified by the Chariot in the 11th house and the 6 of Wands in the 12th house. Absolutely beautiful. So the Chariot is here repeated twice, and that really emphasizes this idea that you're no longer trying to fix everything in your environment. You're really taking responsibility for your skills and your effort. And that's really primary by setting clear boundaries, because it's very obvious to me that you see yourself as part of a team. You define yourself in that way. And so that your efforts, your successes, your growth as a member of this team, even if it things are changing rapidly. Even if this team is being moved or altered in some way as the result of changes you can't control, you absolutely are elevating this group of collaborators or peers that you see yourself a part of throughout this work, beyond the work that you've been doing. You see these as the people that you will be your colleagues throughout, and that in clearly defining the work that you do, who you are, and what your skills are, you recognize that you can offer your team, others, the same opportunities. And this is what you are being valued for. You're being seen for this advancement in your own spiritual understanding and belief in this collective abundance, collective growth and prosperity. You're elevating this entire group of collaborators in a way that is not only freeing you, but freeing others. I hope you've enjoyed this reading, and I'm reminding you that you can like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I pulled the happiness card. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. This is stunning. I'm also going to pull a language of flowers, and my feeling is that this may help you in your monumental efforts to grow. And I've pulled geranium, and the key word is virility. Shake it up a little. You've got this. Again, thank you so much, Gemini. Until next time, namaste.